This is Ex-Con Mike from After Prison Advice, bringing to you a new series called Normals in the News.
A new generation of investors using their phones and communicating on Reddit are creating chaos on Wall Street and also exposing potential flaws in our financial system.
And this is going on right now. Amateur day traders in a Reddit subreddit called WallStreetBets have taken on the hedge funds and they're winning. They shot Gamestop Core, the retail sellers of video games. They shot their stock price up like 1,000% over a couple weeks. The financial markets, the financial people, the Securities and Exchange Commission, the politicians, everyone's freaking out about this because they're calling it market manipulation, except the fact that they're using the same tactics all these financial people have been using against the regular people for years. And now it's blowing up in their face, and now they got a problem with it. Ordinary, regular people used phone apps called Robinhood, Interactive Brokers, and there's a bunch of other ones to make all these trades. And then for unknown reasons, possibly collusion with the hedge fund companies that are losing all this money, these trade apps like Robinhood halted all trades, stopped people from being able to invest, buy, sell, just stopped it to protect these hedge funds. It appears to protect these hedge funds. That's a situation in a nutshell, short version. Ordinary, out of work, underemployed, financially crushed by the pandemic, have finally scored a win as a group. And the first response from the Securities and Exchange Commission is to launch an investigation into the day traders, not the short sellers, the companies and hedge funds that are betting on the financial collapse of another company. In this case, specifically GameStop. They're betting on the collapse of GameStop, just like they bet on Blockbuster. They want GameStop to go like Blockbuster. Well, these day traders decided that GameStop went too far and we're coming back, and they're winning. So now somebody must be doing something wrong and somebody's got to go to jail because all these really high power financial people, now they're losing billions of dollars and the regular people are going to pay. They're coming at them hard. Luckily, we have some politicians that are sticking up for them. But how much power do they really have in a room full of colleagues that are owned by the same people? Political lobbying groups that represent corporations, they give money to both sides. And now they're coming at regular investors. With everyone looking for someone to blame, I'm going to chime in. And remember, you heard it here first. So what they're coming at them for is this scheme called a pump and dump, where people use social media, investment research websites, investment newsletters, online advertisements, emails, internet chat rooms, etc. to fraudulently inflate a stock price, meaning they lie about the value of a company. They buy with the intention of selling the stock to make money on it. It's some scheme. I'm not going to get all into it. Realize my audience. I'm not trying to inform anyone on a new scam, but this is what they're talking about. This is what they're coming at them for. Saying that there's no way that these people could have done it on their own. They had to be manipulated, blah, blah, blah. But I'm also an American, and I also watch the news and read the news, and I keep up to date on things. And I see a pattern in this, and I want to come out with this breaking news report. I say that the real organizers of the Reddit subgroup called WallStreetBets is Russia. Wait a second. It's China. Wait a second. Okay, I'm coming out and saying they're going to come out and say, at the end of this, that it's one of them. You heard it here first. Because there's no way a bunch of nobodies with pocket change could do this on their own. So it has to be someone, and someone has to go to jail. It's going to be some unemployed guy, maybe some single mother, maybe a college student. You know how they go after the kids anyway. They might even snatch up a Chinese professor, maybe even a Russian professor, maybe just some average Russian citizen that immigrated to the States. They'll snatch them up. But you know who's not going to go to jail? Anybody that was trying to short GameStop stock and bet on the financial collapse of the company so they could reap the rewards. And that's not just the hedge funds. Hedge funds is just some word that we use to represent people who invested money with the hedge fund. There's a lot of people out there that lost money on this. You got regular people who won, and then you've got the so-called sophisticated investors on the other side. Those who do not need the protection provided by the regulations that apply to mutual funds. These entities or wealthy individuals that must pass either an accredited investor test or a qualified purchaser test. An accredited investor is an individual whose net worth exceeds $1 million. So these are the people betting on GameStop. And these are the people fighting against the Reddit subgroup, WallStreetBets. And someone's going to go to jail. But I say you heard it here first. It's going to end up being China or Russia, probably. And before all you uninformed non-felons come into the comment section talking about what they can do, can't do, and won't do, let's all take a moment to remember because she's one of ours, our most celebrated felon, Martha Stewert. Back in 2003, Martha Stewert was indicted by the government on 9 counts, including charges of securities fraud and obstruction of justice. After a highly publicized 6-week jury trial, she was found guilty in 2004 of felony charges of conspiracy, obstruction of an agency proceeding, and making false statements to federal investigators, and was sentenced in July of 2004 to serve a 5-month term in a federal correctional facility and 2 years of supervised release, to include 5 months of tether. And that was Martha Stewert, everyone's sweetheart. What they can do, can't do, and won't do. Y'all need to wise up. Because filthy rich or not, if they took down Martha Stewert, everyone's sweetheart, at the height of her popularity, these Redditors are in trouble. This is one of them ones that we should keep an eye on, because if they're going to go after the normals like this, we ain't got nothing coming. This is an evolving story because they're still investigating it. They're still going to be doing whatever they're about to do. And if the time comes when normal people need to band together and call their congresspeople to make sure that this doesn't happen, that the rich don't get to play by different rules than us, and when we start playing by those same rules, they crush us, keep an eye on this. This is one of those issues that matter. If I had to explain whose side I'm on in the argument of felon and non-felon or rich and poor, that's going to be really disappointing. So forgive my combined use of the word normal. Thank you. This has been Ex-Con Mike, your felon in the streets. When the normals make the news, I explain the bullshit. Thank you for watching. If you're a fellow felon and you like what I'm doing here, support my hustle by liking, subscribing, and clicking the notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my new videos. If you're a non-felon, check out my Amazon author page. You're here for a reason. Maybe you'll find something that will be helpful.